Thank you, David, and of course to all those who are involved with organizing this today. What an important gathering this is. As the child of Holocaust survivors, it breaks my heart that we are here again to have to speak out against acts of anti-Semitism. This should never be happening. But unfortunately, we are gathered here today due to these senseless acts of violence. This month alone has seen a multitude of attacks targeting the Jewish community. We're here to denounce those evil acts of violence and acts of anti-Semitism. But the only way we can combat it is by standing up against it, is by combating ignorance and hate speech through education, using our voices and taking a stand. We cannot be silent. Silence is a form of acquiescence, and history has taught us the consequences of silence when hate rears its ugly head. We can only combat ignorance and hate speech with education, and I think that's part of what we're doing here today. Let us not be divided. Instead, let us come together and speak out and stand together. 3 years ago, following several incidents of hate crimes and graffiti in the town of North Hempstead, the town, as Robert Zimmerman was kind enough to mention, signed on to a national initiative called Not in Our Town. Not in Our Town asks that people pledge to not remain silent to hate, intolerance, or violence, and join us as part of an ongoing support that makes that pledge. The history of Not in Our Town was launched in 1995 with a landmark film that documented the heroic acts of people in Billings, Montana. Citizens who stood up for their neighbors after a series of anti-Semitic hate crimes. They inspired hundreds of communities in the United States and around the world to take action against hate. And again, that's what we are trying to do. The Not in Our Town pledge states, "I will not remain silent in the face of hate crimes, violence, or intolerance." And today we're carrying on that mission. Of course, I had to bring a little prop. So this is the sign, Not in Our Town, asking people to take that pledge. If you drive by our town hall, you will see a big sign, because we had a wonderful Hanukkah celebration. Once Hanukkah was over, the menorah came down, but the sign came back up. We must remain committed to keeping the dialogue going in our communities, in our schools, at work, and at home. North Hempstead stands with all of you united in saying, there is no room for hateful speech or actions, not in our town, not in our state, not in our country. Thank you.